Hey everybody, this is Dave Cooper, and we are on round 2 here at the International Building Show 2022 in Las Vegas. Sorry for the hiccup earlier. There is so much technology and metal roofs in here. When you do live, that's the way we go. So we're going to play a video for you of the Startup Zone, some of the best products that are new on the market that are here. Now, yesterday we spent a lot of time in the West Hall, and we did the best of video. Check it out. Magic Johnson's in our video. So make sure you go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, check out Magic Johnson. We will be releasing another best of video tonight as well, showing you the South Hall and some of the other fun things that we found. And again, we will keep doing this until we leave. And we'll be doing some more IRL streaming and having some fun. But first, I got to give a big quick shout out to Forward Solutions Group as well as Howick. Forward Solutions Group and Howick have been wonderful sponsors of ours. They're big proponents in the offsite space. Forward Solutions Group is doing things like nobody else has ever done in the offsite solution space. What do I mean by that? They are out there teaching you, helping you, putting together, problem solving, anything and everything when it comes to offsite manufacturing. You don't believe me? Ask Ben from Forward Solutions Group, Ben Hershey. Go to their website and check them out. Also, you want to check out Howick. Howick is doing things with cold steel form, rolling machines. I have to tell you, they have put together an offsite buyer's guide. You need to know what equipment you need. You want to check out Howick. Go to their website, howickltd.com. And also, I got to say, thank you to CombiLift. CombiLift's been doing a lot of support for us. They're a new sponsor of our Monday show, and we are sitting in their booth because we love to give back to the people that support us. And let's not forget our good friends at HB Elements. We're going to be there at 4 o'clock doing some interviews. You got to check out what they're doing. They are changing the way trim is made. They have found a way to mold things, make it look so real. It's really actually impressive. They're a bunch of great guys, 4 brothers and a dad running a business. So without further ado, let's get into the video here. It should work, and I'll see you in a little bit. Hey everybody, this is Dave Cooper, and we are at the International Builders Show 2022 in Orlando, Florida, and we are getting ready to do a walkthrough through the IBS Startup Zone where all the new tech and emerging ideas are coming through. So why don't you come with us on this journey? David Bernardino.
Dave Cooper, what's up, brother?
Hey, man. Good, good. How are you doing?
Can't complain, man. It's great to be here.
It is great to hold that up so people can hear you talk. All right, so surprise visit, David Bernardino. David, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you have going on at the show right now? This is cool.
Yeah, this is cool. So I'm Dave Bernardino. I'm the Chief Client Officer at Ammunition. We're a marketing agency that helps brands in this industry. And yeah, the show's been fantastic because it's been a chance to just reunite with folks you haven't seen in 2 years. You know, it's like you see people on Zoom like you. You and I met on Zoom.
Right.
But it's actually good to see you in 3D.
Yeah, no handshakes until today, right?
Yeah, and then, you know, I think just seeing what the industry has to offer. It's amazing what's out here from, you know, an innovation perspective, you know, with startups and with, you know, existing manufacturers, but also just the learning.
Right.
Like, you know, just the amount of capabilities that you can bring here. Like there was a presentation yesterday from Rob Dietz that talked about the need for productivity improvement and how the housing industry is lagging other industries as it relates to productivity. And,
with the shortage of labor, you need it. You need productivity. You need better ways and simpler ways of building and doing things today.
Absolutely. So it's just been fantastic. And then, you know, all the events and the celebrations, you know, it's like we're getting back to normal again, which is nice.
It is nice. And it's amazing how many people are here, right?
Yeah, I was amazed, you know, because I had no expectations coming here, honestly. And I've been pleasantly surprised because those who are here actually want to be here.
Right. There is, and there's a ton of people here. There's a ton of business happening, and there's a ton of new great ideas, and that's what we're getting ready to step into here. Have you checked out the Startup Zone yet?
I literally just got here. I was just in the West Hall for the past day and a half. I'm literally starting my ventures in the South Hall. So.
Well, awesome. Hey, listen, awesome running into you.
Good to see you, brother.
Well, hopefully we'll see you. We're going to be around. We're going to go check out some of these new startup companies, and then we'll come back to you. There's some cool stuff over here. I'd check it out.
Awesome.
All right, let's go into the startups. We're going to start off with PROPLANS. Gentlemen, how are you today?
We're doing awesome. You
Good. Show? I'm having a great show. So where are we starting? Are we starting with Richard? Or are we starting over here?
Matt Magleby. This is Rich Blunk, and we're solving one of the age-old problems in the construction industry. We're working on a technology that's going to get the right information into the hands of the people in the field building the product.
So Matt's a builder. I'm an owner. We have a chance to work together. I just built a project out in Utah from Boston. And I used software. I was all excited to do it.
Right.
My wife and I, we made decisions on time. We get those in there, and then 2 months later, I'd be disappointed with a photo because it got built the wrong way. And I experienced about 10% of the project with problems like that.
Sure.
Unnecessary friction between me and my buddy Matt here and our subs.
Right.
And expensive. Cost us time, and I found out across the industry it's like $30 billion. When I dug into why, and I'm a software guy by background, I found out that 2 core reasons. Those people doing the work don't actually have the software because it's not priced right for them to be able to use it. And then the other big problem is it's too hard for them to use. So we have made software to go solve those 2 problems.
So you made software for a guy like me.
Yep.
Exactly. Making it easy to use and making it easy to translate from what's happening on the back office out into the field. That's what I'm hearing.
And all on the
exactly
mobile
right.
platform.
All on a mobile platform.
Yep. Open it up, touch and tap, and you're able to access lifetime all the current information that you need to build a house. So you're a framer, builder, HVAC guy, whoever, you can easily access all the information, almost like playing a video game,
Right.
on your phone in the field.
So there's no he said, she said, everything's in one spot for somebody to find and access for whatever the reason is.
Absolutely. Yeah, and so we can think of it, if you've ever used like Slack for technology
Sure.
or anything like that, this is like Slack for building.
Yeah.
You get notifications for each one of those trades, or you can have it for the whole project. When you go in there, you can have to-do lists. You can capture, like, I did it. It's in English and Spanish. A lot of our people that are working as trades, their English isn't their first language. Are going to be writing it in Portuguese real soon because our team's down in Brazil. So there is no he said, she said, and it's built from the ground up for that framer or that tradespeople to be able to use without training. It's very simple.
Right.
Most importantly, it's priced differently than anything else out in the business. So on my house, it's $50 per month for that software. We had 5 seats, and the reason we put the stuff in the software and no one else would use it is we didn't have a license for them. Our software is $99 a month for everyone on the project. If you have 150 people on your project, which is what I had on my project, it's just fine. They can all access it. And then we're in beta right now. We're letting anyone use the software for free for 6 months because we're sure they're going to fall in love with it and want to keep using it.
So there's a lot of software in the market, right? A lot of people have been tackling this. What's the one thing that, if you were to say to somebody, it makes you completely different than everybody else? Just simplify it down. What's the one thing?
It's easy for the boots on the ground guys to access, use, and have real-time information. A change is made here, automatically it's in the hands of the guys in the field, so they're building the correct thing the first time.
Right. How many times have you been in the field, me included, I'm a builder by trade, and you do something and you find out the plan's changed, you didn't have the right plan? That's a big problem, and that's a big change order, it's a cost, and typically it goes back to the consumer, his pocket, which hurts as well, right?
And the speed of construction these days, a change can be made, but that day or two it takes to get the information in the field can be rework time because the guys have already built it. We're going real time, change is made, the guys have it the next second in their hands on their smartphone in the field.
And at the end of the day, as an owner, like, someone has to absorb that 10%. It takes time. It's unnecessary friction between me and that builder and the subs just because we didn't build it right the first time. Again, $31 billion in the industry. And I'm going to tell you, as a builder, if you're not figuring out how to adopt technology like this and become more digital over time, other builders that are going to have a huge cost advantage to you and be more profitable. You really need to get this going.
Well, and I think the important thing with what you're all saying, though, you can be the GC, you can be the builder, you can be the provider of the solution. But if you don't make something simple enough for the trades where it's not going to stop them from making money because they're spending an hour trying to use a system, they're not going to use it. And that's a really valuable point, right, that you have to make on this. It really comes down to the people that work on your team to get the projects done. And that's the translation that has to happen at speed.
And 80% of the industry is still on paper. Why? Because it's not easy to switch to digital at the ground on the boots levels.
Yeah, for sure.
We're making it easy. They're going to use it. And it's not just plans, it's any information tied to the project in one place, easily accessible by everybody.
From a technology standpoint, how do you draw in a system, AutoCAD, BIM, or whatever you're using, and how does that get into your software that it can be real-time updates?
We just load that plan, that DWG file. If you actually have an update to that file, it's easy to re-import it and just have the update, and then we include the changes that are already in there on top of it. and then we take that thing and it's a rich PDF once it gets in there, and so we can add all sorts of different pieces of data and information to it. You can put in, like I said, specs, pictures, invoices, all sorts of stuff. We have a data architecture behind that. It's all stored up in the cloud.
Right.
By the way, when you've moved in and you're the owner, all that stuff like your air handlers and the types and the filters, it's all there. You're not digging around in a bunch of paper files for it.
Right.
And it's digital. It's like it's about time for the industry to adopt this stuff more.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, how powerful is that when you're looking at a plan, especially complex, you don't understand it, you guys can add a picture to show the description or show the detail of how it needs to be. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we can also put in education into it. So a lot of the different manufacturers, they want you to build it right the first time, and they actually have little videos, just like we get on YouTube, show you how to go frame a window the right way. It takes 30 seconds, and that tradesperson, a lot of times those tradespeople are pretty new to this craft.
Right.
You know, have an ability to learn right there, in addition to the people that are more senior that they can teach them.
Right.
And the other element of the construction industry is communication. All communication, instead of emails and texts, it's going to be through PROPLANS. So you communicate with every person that touches the
So
project.
it's streamlined in one place.
And it documents the conversation, so you can refer back to it if you need to decide what was talked about.
Right. It's in writing. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do, and that's one of the other big things that happens on job site is communication. It's typically the biggest error that happens on a job site. All right, so where do we find PROPLANS? And first of all, tell us how it's been here at IBS in the startup zone for you.
It's been awesome. We've had a great reception. Once again, this was built by people that have experienced the pains of construction to help relieve that pain in the industry.
Right.
Find us on proplans.build. You go to our website, there's some great videos on there.
Yeah.
Also a 6-month free trial for everybody to try it, test it out, and see if you like it.
6-month free trial right here from the startup zone. Well, listen, we appreciate you taking a few moments with us. How awesome.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time. Pleasure meeting you.
And if we missed anything, we're going to post this, and be live on it. So just add to it, join the conversation.
The other thing about the show, I can't tell you how many builders have come by and they said, I spend $40,000, $50,000 a year on this type of software, and I can't have most of the people on the project use it. And with yours, I'd actually spend 10% of that, and the whole team can use it. I would love to try it out. So definitely come and visit the site, proplans.build, and give it a shot. You
know what? You're right. Most of the plans will be $100 a person.
Yeah.
All day long. So, all right, listen, we're going to walk around here and showcase some other people. Thanks, everybody.
All right, have a great show.
All right, appreciate it. All right, let's go over here. Hey, Soil Connect. What is Soil Connect?
Soil Connect is a digital marketplace for dirt and aggregates. We connect those who have it with those that need it.
All right, so hold on. A digital marketplace for dirt and aggregate.
So if you're familiar with our industry, forever and ever, the finding and resourcing of dirt has never changed.
Right.
We've always gotten on the telephone, called everybody we know in our industry and tried to figure out who has it, who needs it. So we're bringing the entire dirt world into the 21st century.
Yeah.
And we're putting everything on a marketplace. We're no different than Craigslist and Airbnb and Zillow.
Right.
We just decided to input dirt and aggregates. I want you to think of us, and my favorite one-liner is, I want you to think of us as a dating app for dirt. Swipe right if you like what you see, and swipe left if you're not interested.
Right.
But technically, we don't swipe in our app. We have our matching algorithms that put buyers and sellers of dirt all in one place. So we make it quicker and faster and cheaper to resource and find your dirt.
All right, I love this, right? Being a builder 20 years, I can't tell you how many times I had to get rid of dirt or I needed fill.
Right.
I needed fill. Let's step over here. I want everybody to see kind of your logo and everything we have going on. So Soil Connect, you're becoming a marketplace for dirt and aggregate. So if you're building, I just want to make sure I'm very clear on this. I'm a builder, I don't have enough fill, I can go to Soil Connect and I can find fill wherever in my area.
100%.
If I'm a builder or an excavator and I need to get rid of fill or aggregate, I can go to Soil Connect and put that up there and have somebody come get it, sell it, whatever. So is it a paid for service?
No, our marketplace is completely free right now. And so we want to get as many people on the marketplace as we can, because the more people that are on the marketplace, the more efficient the marketplace is.
Yeah.
So our marketplace is completely free, but that's not the only thing we're doing. We also now have a whole line of e-ticketing products where we are finally getting rid of the paper tickets. how have we been tracking dirt and aggregates for all of these
You mean
years?
like the tickets they hand you on the truck and they rip it open and they give you the carbon copy?
Yes.
We're still doing that?
Yes, you are. And it's about time.
It's horrible.
It's about time we stop doing that.
Yeah.
So we have a whole line of e-ticketing products where there's nothing to do for the truck driver to push start, where pick up and end his delivery once he drops it. We also have a contactless e-ticketing. No reason for the truck driver to get out of his truck anymore.
Right.
It's just safer to keep the truck driver in the truck.
Right.
And so we have a whole line of e-ticketing products. Quick tickets now we have a continuous ticket, but our real claim to fame over the past 6 months, we released first to market, patent pending e-regulatory, where we have taken the state manifest, we've uploaded it into our system, and we are digitally filling it out. So here again, there's no more paper tickets. We're capturing all this information, and then at the end of the day, we're uploading this information into your own personal system.
So what states are you in right now?
So we're based out of New York Metro. That's where I'm from. That's where we started. So we have a lot of density there.
Right.
We also have some great partners in the Midwest, Ohio, Indiana, and Southern Illinois. We have a lot going on there. We have some nice information and density in Denver, Colorado, and we have a whole bunch of stuff going on down here in Florida. But our team has grown a lot over the past couple of years, and so now we're about to expand. We've just finished raising some more money, and we're going to start expanding into other cities very soon.
There's a lot of money in dirt. People don't realize that. And when I say that, people need it. It's out there. If you think of excavators, they're always looking for it. Developers are always looking for it to fill projects.
Right.
And to have an easy source to find that and access it, because it used to be you got to just try and find an ad, or you see a sign on the side of the road, or you have a problem with you can't transfer dirt from one town to another. Right? And those are all issues that you guys are helping reduce and solve with your site.
You're 1,000% correct, because 1,000% because people don't realize that dirt is not really dirt.
Right.
Dirt's really a commodity. And when you look at dirt as a commodity that's bought and sold every single day of the week on supply, demand, and timing, then those people understand the value of the dirt and the efficiency that we are creating on our platform for them.
So we got the dirt covered, we got the aggregate covered, we got the e-tickets covered, right? So no more paper coming out of the truck and having to fill it out and sign here and did you do my load? All of that stuff is all now digitized, and that's what you do.
100%.
I love it. So how do people find out who you are?
It's very simple, soilconnect.com. It's very easy. We do a lot of Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook, YouTube. We're very easy to find.
Yeah. And signing up for the platform, how easy is that?
Well, here again, signing up, we're free. It'll take you less than 3 minutes to download our app from Google Play Store or Apple. And literally a couple of minutes later, you're signed up, free again. I keep saying free, and then you're on our app. It's that simple.
Yeah, I love it. I think this is amazing, Cliff. It's one of those things that people just don't think of. Hold on, guys. So people don't normally think of, and you're right. It is. It's not only a commodity. It's a resource, and it's a natural resource that we can repurpose and reuse. So
100%.
Cool, Cliff. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
guys.
we look forward to seeing you. We're going to see you out there.
Thank you.
I'm coming. All right, so we're going to step around the bend here. I'll tell you what, Aaron. If you want to go over this way, they're having some conversations. But this is another cool technology that we're going to get into here in just a second. They're having some conversation, so we want to move down one. Let's see. Let's move down here. We're going to go right over here. You okay to talk?
Yes, sir.
How are you, man? Good to see you, Paul. Hi, Paul.
Hi, everybody. Yes.
I was told by Jeannie over there that I'll have one of those hats. I can do my live streaming from an On3 hat for the rest of my day.
There you go.
I love it. Look at this. I can have cameras right on. This is awesome. All right, so hard hats with camera clearly is my thing. But tell me a little bit about what we have going on here.
So it's not just a camera, Dave. This is actually an interactive device with a monitor on the inside. So I don't know if you can see, but there is a monitor in here. So hey, View 6. And so it'll light up here in a second. And so we not only can wear this to capture, so I can say take picture, boom, it'll take a picture. Take video.
Oh, I see the lights coming on.
Yes, take video. So it's doing all this, but I could also say show me a footer. And now I'm going to get from our On3 library, I'm going to get a picture of a footer or maybe even a small video about that footer, what it is, what I need to be looking for as a project super.
Right.
So think Tony Stark meets home building, because I think it's going to happen.
I think it's going to happen as well. So talk to us a little bit about where you're at in the market right now. Who is your market, right? And let's talk a little bit about what the problem you're solving is.
Sure. The problem is documentation, right? Home building, we have tons of scopes of work. Most of them are in Word documents or
Right.
Excel. So we're turning those into video scopes so that now we can watch. As I like to say, a picture tells 1,000 words, but a video will tell 1,000,000 words.
Yeah.
And not only that, we're going to technology enable these so that everybody can have access to them when they need them.
So if I'm in the field, and I'm just thinking outside the box here, literally, and I have this on, and I'm struggling with something that I'm working on, can somebody live stream into that and help me resolve my problem from across the ocean?
Yes, we're working with a company I invested in called I See What You See. They're a bunch of Canadians. That are
I
really,
see what you see.
I see what you see.
Is it spelled like I see or is it I see?
It is I, letter C, what, it's word what, you, letter U, C.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they're out of Calgary, really smart guys. Anyway, so they're built software that allows us to do live connection. As well, we're going to be integrating them into the headset device. Right now
Right.
it works with a cell phone, so you would take your cell phone out and you could then do through a video text, be able to have live communication through the device, showing the technician what's happening through the camera.
So Paul, if you're on site and you're in the wrong place, I can be on the other end of the world and say, Paul, you're in the wrong place. Get it together, man. It's one block down.
That's right. Not only that, I can draw on the screen and say, by the way, you're going to step in a hole. Be careful.
So, okay, so from a wearer's point of view, what can you see? Anything?
Oh my gosh, yes. So from a wearer standpoint, I see basically anything you would see on a TV monitor or a computer. But I can also see out in front of me as well. So it's kind of weird. It takes a little bit of adjusting to have essentially a little monitor in the corner of your eye. But basically, if I drop my focus down here, I've got a computer fully in this eye.
In that eye. So I mean, I relate this to the cars, how they have the digital dash that comes up.
Right.
It takes a while to get used to, but after a while, you don't even notice that digital speed limit's there on your windshield.
That's exactly right. It took me about 10 or 15 minutes of wearing this, that all of a sudden it's very natural for me to have this information essentially lighting up in my corner.
And who are you finding is your biggest market right now?
Home builders for sure.
Home builders, yeah.
We've signed D.R. Horton, we're working with Woodside, we're working with DRB Group, Epcon, and many, many other big name builders who are very excited about creating a better way to train and document what happens out there in the field.
Well, that's it, right? Because there has to be a value for them to want to use something. They look at the numbers, they understand the complexities, the liabilities, and all the things that happen in the field. And I'm assuming the liability side of this and the training side of it, especially with the lack of skilled labor, this helps them do more.
We're working with Tracy Duerfeld, who basically does insurance for the home building industry. He's very well known.
Yeah.
So he is working with On3 right now. So we're going to help builders reduce liability, reduce the insurance claims because of the fact that we have great training and make sure that the quality is done correctly.
Yeah, I love it. And Gene, I know you're standing over here. We got to sit on a panel this morning doing some of the best in show at IBS. And this is a product that you actually mentioned.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a couple of things that make it different than other technology out there. So you mentioned somebody across the world. The larger a builder gets, the least likely they are to be able to spend one-on-one time with a vendor, a builder, project manager. So this app allows you also to have some coaching moments where you can ask somebody within the app, hey, send me a video of you explaining how a plot plan affects a build. And then you can coach them back. So it's not only downloads, but uploads. And you have a documentation of the whole process and some knowledge checks along the way. As you know, learning 2 weeks later, the things that we learned about today are going to disappear.
2 weeks, that's a long time for me. Yeah.
Okay, well.
What did we do this morning?
I don't
forgot.
know. So I rested my case. But over time, as learning kind of dissipates, there's some built-in knowledge checks and AI technology that will ping them to make sure you remember the things that you've already learned.
Right. That's right. This goes back to, we talked about this morning a little bit. How do we get the youth back into the trades, into the field, into the office? And it's technology like this. This is something they've already been using and have mastered. We're as builders just starting to figure out how to use it in our industry. We're going to learn so much. And I think this is one of those things that's really going to help bring people back to the trades.
Thank you very much. Indeed it is, right?
Yeah.
You won't order a pizza without your cell phone, right? So now you can learn about how to build on your cell phone, which is amazing.
Yeah, so you can learn on your cell phone, you can build on your cell phone, and your back office can also learn and help train and teach from the back office when it's needed without driving trucks and building that carbon footprint all over the place.
And in multiple languages. Right now we're in 4 languages. Portuguese, Korean, English, and Spanish.
Portuguese, Korean, English, and Spanish.
Yeah, so you can text somebody if you had a question about drain tile. You can go to the app, search drain tile, and it gives you a host of videos. You can choose the right one, choose the language you want to serve it in, and text it to a vendor or a trade.
That's
awesome.
right.
Awesome. Well, listen, thanks to both of you. I'm glad we met up, and I'm glad I was able to come by here. I want to figure out how I live stream with this so I can just stand here and look at you.
You can.
Absolutely. We'll
Perfect.
set it up, buddy.
Paul, thank you.
Dave.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Jeanne,
Good to
thank
see
you. Nice to see you as well. All right, we're heading over here. Where are we going now? There's so much happening in the startup zone. AirPrizm, come on out here. How are you? Come on out here, Nick. Good to see you. I'm Dave Cooper.
Nice to meet you, Dave.
Yeah, you as well. All right, AirPrizm. I have a feeling I'm going to love this because indoor air quality to me is so important today, and that's what you're going to talk to me about from looking at this, right?
Absolutely.
Why don't you hold that so we're not so
All
far
right.
away and you can show it. Just hold it up to your mouth when you speak.
All right. So the AirPrizm is an induct air purifier.
Can I hold it?
Yeah, absolutely. You can pick it up.
It's tied in.
It's a little tied up. Sorry.
Yep, that's right.
And unlike most induct air purifiers, it's concentrating on chemical pollutants instead of on viruses and mold. Right, so what this does is, with the help of National Science Foundation, we developed this media, which is a high absorbent media, and that absorbs chemicals every time the HVAC turns on, and then there's a mechanism to clean it off every time the HVAC system is off. And so we're going after sort of offering hypoallergenic homes to home buyers, right? Lots of people today are buying hypoallergenic laundry detergent, they're buying hypoallergenic dogs, and I think that this can really help alleviate eczema, asthma, and those sort of symptoms with people.
So it's really a high-level air purifier for the house. A lot of people don't realize that homes make people sick.
Yeah.
You know, air quality is that important. Your kids may not have, allergies. They may not have asthma. It may be being created by the pollutants in the house.
Yeah, it definitely exacerbates all of those issues, and so it's an important aspect. The true goal of this media is to replace activated carbon. Activated carbon is an environmental problem, and so this material can actually achieve sort of global warming potential negativeness with use, and so we're going after an environmental side.
You're going the right way.
Yeah, exactly, with health benefits for people at home.
How does this work? I have a system at home. Can I use this?
Yeah, so you need to drill, I have an HVAC installer drill, or you need to install this in the air plenum. And then again, sort of like then whenever the HVAC turns on, it just does its thing. It just absorbs chemicals like activated carbon would absorb chemicals in an air purifier.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have to have a licensed professional install this, or can anybody install it?
Currently, we're having licensed professionals install it, and you can contact us in order to help you find one.
Yep.
It does have a 3-prong plug, and we're hoping in the future to be able to offer it to homeowners directly.
How do I get this?
Go to our website, airprizm.net, and contact us, and we will call you back, and we will hook you up with the people you need.
So there you have it. I mean, if you want to clean your air, this is nothing.
Yeah.
It's a little thing that you can do to really improve the air quality of your home and the safety of your home. That's what a lot of people aren't understanding. Safety air in the home is so big now, especially with COVID and so many of us trapped in home. They're really learning what's going on.
Yeah, this thing can continue to function for like 4 years, and for $400.
That's what it is. $400.
Plus installation costs, you can improve the air quality.
Well, listen, Nick said you call him, he'll find somebody or come out himself and install it for you.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
Hey, Nick, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thanks for letting us stop by. All right, bye now. All right, we're gonna walk over here. We got our good friends Module. How you guys doing over there? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, we're gonna get into some tech, huh? Let's check out some tech. So we got Bedrock Wireless. They're in the middle of something. Remember, we have Groundwork.
Hello there.
All right, Groundwork. What does Groundwork do?
I'm Jeff.
Jeff, Dave Cooper, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. So, Groundwork is a virtual sales tool for home improvement contractors, and we actually allow contractors to pre-qualify their leads. And we do that by making it really easy for them to get video project walkthroughs from homeowners. So we work primarily with remodelers, but also a bunch of specialty trade contractors, outdoor living contractors, painting, a bunch of different other specialty trade contractors.
So walk me through, like, what's the problem you guys, like, what made you come up with this idea? What were you trying to solve?
Yeah, so contractors spend a lot of time in the sales process. That's not all that productive. So you probably are familiar with the idea of a contractor going across town, talking with a homeowner, and then nothing comes of that meeting, right. Or homeowner has an expectation that this is going to be a $10,000 project, and it's a $25,000, $30,000, $50,000 project. They just don't know. So that runaround that the sales teams do, lots of times it's a business owner, is a huge, colossal waste of time. Sure. It's not a good experience for the homeowner. Contractors waste a bunch of time. So that's really the problem we solve. Our system allows contractors to get better information quickly from homeowners in a branded experience that's really delightful and just easy for a homeowner to get started on their project.
So it helps build the relationship as well then?
Absolutely. We like to say we help contractors build trust virtually.
Right.
Everybody else does virtual stuff. Homeowners are used to having that virtual interaction one way or another, and we figured out a way to allow contractors to adopt that type of thinking.
The consumer contractor trust has always been an issue that's
Absolutely.
out there.
Yep.
And having a program that can help bridge that gap and build that trust, I think is a super big deal.
Yep.
Now, does this come out of experience that you've been having?
So my background's in commercial contracting, but my wife's an interior designer, so I have either done myself or hired just about any type of contractor type of thing you do. So in my own experience working with contractors, this is a challenge, and I'm an entrepreneurial guy. And it's like, there's no way that this is the way that contractors are still running this process.
Right.
So that's where it all came from.
All right, so Jeff, how do we get a hold of you, and how do we learn about Hello Groundworks?
So hellogroundwork.com is the website, so go out and check out what we've got there. We've got about a bunch of testimonials, videos of contractors who've used it. Also have a demo and some videos that you can kind of see how the product works, see if it's for you.
So there are demos online that people can go on, or they can reach out, I'm sure, to anybody on your team, right?
That's right.
Cool. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you, man.
All right. Yeah,
you guys have a good one. Thanks so much. All right, where are we heading now? Bedrock? I love security. Are these PTZs? What are these?
Yeah. Hey, Phil. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Dave Cooper. Pleasure to meet you as well. Let me come around to this side here so I can hold the mic.
Yeah.
Steven, are you joining us as well?
If you want.
Yeah, sure.
I'll get out of the shot.
So, all right. So, Philip.
Yeah.
What do you guys do here?
Oh, we're revolutionizing the job site monitoring and security process. You're putting your eyes on the ground. Basically, we ship you guys this box. It comes in the mail. You open it up, put it on a 4x4, plug it in, you're good to go. Ship it back as soon as you're done. But it does everything. It lets you check in throughout the day. You can get time lapses of your build. Helps deter theft. Does it all.
It does time lapses. It has lights on it, it looks like, as well.
Yeah.
So and it all comes in a box per job. You use it when you need it.
Exactly. So I'm sure you guys may be coming by the New American Home, New American Remodel.
Yeah, we were there the other night.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll find us in the front yard of both of them.
I saw it, actually. You're right.
Yeah, we were right up there in the front doing the time lapses for those homes, helping everybody check in on the jobs. It was really great. Got everybody logged in the system. Really great feedback.
How does the information from this camera system get back to whoever's monitoring?
All over cellular LTE. We work with all the mobile providers. We make it so you can get access to this camera system from anywhere in the world. That's
all right. Walk me through the different cameras you have on here. What are they? Are they PTZs or are they just regular?
We just got regular fixed cameras, but you can adjust them any which way. The whole idea here is we want to make this thing affordable for builders. So we've used parts and pieces that are, save a lot more money compared to a comparable commercial system. Those things run $2,000 plus a month. We're only at $350 turnkey out the door, including everything. All the data, 40, 50 gigs per month is what these things upload on average. All included. Use it as long as you want, as little as you want, ship it back, you're done.
Now, with these cameras, is it just video or do they capture anything else?
They capture all kinds of stuff. So you can pull up live view, see what's going on anytime throughout the day, and then when it detects people or cars, that's when it gears itself for recording.
Oh, I see, right? It's capturing people.
Yeah, that's the smart, we're using some advanced AI stuff, so we're trying, we're pulling specifically vehicles, because you get a lot of these systems that you're getting motion history throughout the whole night of nothing but leaves moving or a cat walking by, something like that. Now, well, that's kind of fun to see still, but, we try to keep it focused, so it's just the good stuff.
Yeah, I have one last question on this. Can it track material sitting on a site if you wanted to make sure nothing was walking?
point the camera at it, set your motion recording zone, and
that's what I thought.
you're good
Right?
to go.
Think about that.
Yeah.
That's a big deal,
It is.
protecting the product on site, right?
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Awesome. Tell us how you get a hold of you.
www.bedrockwireless.com. All the information's on there.
bedrockwireless.com. You can use cameras to make sure nobody steals your stuff, because as soon as they pick it up and move it, that camera's going to alert somebody.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Philip,
I
thanks so
appreciate
much.
it. Hey, enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, you guys as well, and thanks, Stephen.
Yep.
All right. We're going to Frank. What's happening? How are you? Good. Good. Hold that up.
All right.
All right. So, Zach, it's nice to meet you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Frank estimating software? What do we have here?
Well, Frank is all about cutting through the BS in estimating. That's why we are Frank. We are doing Frank estimates. We're making the simplest, clearest documents for homeowners that can come out of any estimating software. We've got automatic change order detections. We've got client to-do lists built in.
All right, hold on. So you said for the consumer.
Well, our company serves contractors, but we're making documents that homeowners can actually understand,
Right.
which is not typical in the industry.
Yeah, it typically isn't. And have a friendly document that tracks change orders, but alerts on change orders.
Yep.
So there's no, I didn't know.
Right, exactly.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, exactly. We automatically detect what is a change and generate documents that only show that, and only
Right.
get approval on that. So no more juggling like, oh, this is not the latest proposal, that one is. Everything, you sign it, you can see that was done.
Right.
It's it's a game changer.
What separates you from others that are out there in your mind? Is it the ease of use for the consumer?
It's the easy to use, and also our background is that we are contractors. I was a renovation contractor for 10 years before I became a software
Tell by the
developer.
forearms, man.
Yeah. So there's a lot of domain knowledge and understanding that I think really sets us apart. We've just developed a product that was essentially what I needed when I was doing this for a living.
Right. And I love it too, right? I'm going to be frank with you. This is how it's going to work, right? That's the idea here. No BS.
That's right. No BS.
No BS. How do people find out who you are? And where do they find you?
You can find us at frank-app.com or frank.build, B-U-I-L-D, and you'll see us on the web, watch videos, and you can sign up. If you sign up through IBS, you can get 2 months for free.
Great. So if you sign up through the International Builder Show, you heard it on Dave Cooper Live, you get 2 months for free.
Yep.
I love it. Thank you
for
so much.
stopping by.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Pleasure.
All right. Good luck to you. Enjoy it.
Thanks.
All right, we're heading over, I'm not sure where we're heading right. Otis Studios, that's where we're going? All right, hi there. Who are we speaking with at Otis Studios?
This is Matt from Otis Studio, Matt Karakush. Yes.
Nice to meet you, Matt.
Nice to meet you.
So Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about what Otis Studios does?
Otis Studio is essentially an artificial intelligence software that automatically virtually stages empty property photos.
Okay, so it's an AI software, artificial intelligence,
Exactly.
and you're going to fill that room for me?
Exactly. So you can take a photo of any empty property. It can be a single family home, a multi-family, it doesn't matter. And our software automatically detects this space in a 3D structure. So a two-dimensional photo is converted into a three-dimensional structure here. And then we can detect the depth of this space, we can detect the light sources, and all that information then can be utilized for turning this room into a three-dimensional showroom, where we can then display different furniture and decor items. And this work is done for helping property managers, builders, realtors with marketing their properties. On top of also helping prospects with having ideas on how they can furnish this space. So if they are thinking about how they can decorate the space, how they can, ultimately the kind of furniture that they can purchase, they can rely on the photos to be able to make all that decision.
All right, so let me get this right. Let's say I'm an interior designer or I'm a builder and I want to stage my unit. I no longer have to go out there and pay $20,000 to have it staged and take pictures. I can use a software like yours, pick any furniture I want, it scans my room, and then I can plug and play that furniture.
Absolutely, that's exactly.
And it looks real as that.
It looks as real as that, exactly. It is hard to differentiate between a real staging and our photos because of the technology behind it.
And this is all done through an app?
This is all done through an app. Our customers can come to our dashboard, they can drop their photos there, and within 24 hours they can get their listing back fully furnished, just like the photos that you see.
In 24 hours, I can have my whole project furnished
That's
and ready
right.
to sell.
That's right, exactly.
I love it. How do people find out about Otis Studio?
Well, people can just search for us online, and they would go to our website. They should also check us on Instagram and on Twitter. If they are interested in artificial intelligence technology, we also have cool posts about computer vision, how we are applying it to real estate here. So we would love to, have people visit us and learn more about our solution.
I love it. And how's the startup zone been for you this year?
It's been great. I mean, this is the first year we are attending IBS, and it has been a terrific experience speaking with all the other cool stuff going on around here, as well as all the builders that we are meeting. So, we are very excited, and it has been an amazing experience.
So first time to the International Builder Show and having an amazing experience. I love it.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much, Mert. Appreciate you having us over. We're going to head over here. Oh no, I think I know this guy. Oh no, it's the guy that has hemp that you can't smoke.
That's exactly right.
Maddie, how you been?
Dave, great to see you.
Come on, Maddie. So Maddie, you hold that up so,
Sure.
like a mic. Maddie's been on our show before, and I think you're coming on our show for Hemp Month in March too.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. If you'll have me, Dave.
Yeah, I'm going to have you. So Maddie, walk us through the change in the market and the prevalence of what's happening with hemp right now.
Yeah, awesome. Well, first off, Dave, thanks for stopping by our booth. We're here in the startup zone at IBS, which is a great opportunity for us to showcase our products. So what you're seeing here is this is the product we're already to market with today. This is a hemp-based insulation that is imported internationally. Now you can imagine when we're importing a product internationally, there's a super high cost to that. We've recognized there's a growing demand for this, Dave, and that the market wants this product. Right. It fills a niche for sustainable, wellness-based products, and so we're transitioning to US-based manufacturing. This is a sample off of our US manufacturing line using US-grown hemp fiber.
So it's a little bit different, yeah.
A little bit different, a little bit. This is just a thicker model, of course, but one thing that is
better R value.
Better R value. Key difference here is the fiber formation, much tighter, higher R value. So we're really excited about the technology that we've purchased.
And it's dense.
Because that technology also transcends from just a thermal insulation product to an acoustic product. This is essentially our thermal insulation, but pressed down to a very dense soundboard.
Okay, I can see what, yep, right. So they're kind of in order the way they're going here.
Exactly, yep. So this is where we're at now. This is the not so distant future.
The next one coming? The hemp board?
The hemp board. So we've got this, following the acoustic panel, we've got a continuous insulation product that really is just almost our thermal insulation, but compressed down much tighter for an exterior grade product.
You're right. You're right. And then what are the ridges? Is that you lock them together? Or how
that's just from cutting our sample, so it's nice and clean and looks presentable.
All right. You're an expert in this space. You're doing manufacturing. We saw a little bit of that manufacturing. How fast is hemp coming to market right now? Not fast enough, maybe, but it seems pretty fast.
It's coming, Dave. So our facility right now is under construction. It's in Twin Falls, Idaho.
Yep.
We're going from our Twin Falls, Idaho facility to produce products and distribute them across the United States. We think June or July will be fully operational and ramped up. So June or July, U.S. hemp-based insulation will be a possibility. Probably end of 2022, 2023, we'll be moving into sort of the downstream products.
Sure. All right. Important to note, it doesn't burn, right?
Yeah, so our actual product here that is being made in the United States is treated with a fire retardant. That is a requirement here in the United States. They have very different standards in Europe, so this product that we're currently selling is actually not treated with fire retardant. So we're working to get ICC ES code compliance, ASTM code compliance, so that these products can be adopted in commercial and residential building projects across the United States.
How healthy is it to have this product in your walls? And talk about the moisture barriers, vapor. Does it retain water?
Sure. So we really do consider this the epitome of a healthy insulation product. No VOCs, no off-gassing. Dave, we're sitting here touching the material. If this were other products, you might not want to touch it or handle it as much. Right? We'd be itching all day long. You'd say, why did you do that to me? You should have given me a warning. But in terms of how it handles moisture, hemp fiber is naturally absorbent, so it absorbs moisture, helps mitigate moisture transfer. It is a vapor open material, so vapor can move through it without risk of mold.
Okay.
And within our fire retardant treatment that we're bringing online in 2022, that'll actually even further the mold resistance of the product.
I love it. I love it. All right, so you're going to have to learn more. Maddie's going to be back on the show in March, so you're going to tune in. He's no stranger, but not only in March are we going to be doing your factory, we're going to be going on a hemp farm. How cool is that?
Awesome.
So we're going to have a lot of fun on a hemp farm. We're not going to be there to smoke it. We're going to be there to build stuff with
That's
it.
right, Dave.
Maddie,
Great
man.
to see you again.
Great to see you.
Yeah.
How's the startup zone been for you?
It's been really great. We're really enjoying it. It's a great way of getting introduced to the conference, and there's a lot of other great startups here as well. So we're meeting great people and having a really good time here at IBS.
Cool, man.
All right.
I
Dave.
appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Cheers. Take care.
We'll come back and see you. All right, so we're going to walk down here. We're going to go to Stonepile College is down here as well. Instead of you having to walk backwards, why don't we pan over this way and I'll walk behind you, Aaron, and we can showcase what's going on. Let's walk down. Go ahead. So give everybody a little behind the scenes. You can tell there is a lot of people here. I got Stone Mart on the left, but we got Edco up here. You can see the decking materials. The LED lights around all the glass and what have you. Look at that big umbrella up there. You need a big umbrella like that at your house, Aaron. He's like, leave me alone, I'm filming. All right. So we're gonna go down here to Stonepile. We're gonna see our friends, Gary Varmus and Jody Varmus. Let's keep walking over this way. We can find them. I hope everybody's enjoying this walkthrough. We'll get to comments and questions at the end. For sure, it's a little hard when we're walking through everywhere. So basically, you're just seeing what we're seeing as we're walking through. Hopefully we'll be able to find them. Are they down this way? I love it. So Stonepile College is for contractors, if you want a 2-year degree, you want a 4-year degree, or you want a master's degree, but guess what? You don't have to do it the same way. Oh, check this out. These are your pods to take you to Mars. I'm so going into that, Jen. We're doing this. Look at it, covers you completely up. There's people. I'd be asleep in there. Oh my goodness. Honestly, look. They should put those on airplanes. That should be on airplanes. That's what that should be. All right, we're also going to go in the big bouncy house, Jen. You and I are going to do bouncy house videos. PG, of course. PG. I love the water with the fire there we just walked by, right? It's amazing. All right, so we got to zig and zag a little bit through the people to get to where we're going here, so just bear with us. Oh, I see it. So Stonepile is going to be right up here on the right. And this is the South Hall that we're in right now. There's several halls here. But this is the South Hall. Look who it is. Dun, 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 dun.
Dave Cooper, what's up?
I feel like I need to hug you, man.
Good, how you been?
I'm doing great. Let me come in here in the shot with you. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, you are professional.
That's right.
Let me just put this on. I know we're going to have a long conversation.
Oh, great. Are you tired of me?
We got a lot to talk about.
Are you tired of me yet?
All right, listen. So I gotta say, Gary Varmus, base 4, also Stonepile College. I'm gonna say what I know about it. You can correct me.
Yes, sure.
But I also want to say, Gary and Jody have adopted. Is it 13 now or
12 children.
12 children from around the world. They give so much back to the community and the people. And Stonepile is one of those things.
Yeah.
Because this is a college where you can get a 2-year degree, a 4-year degree, or a master's degree.
That's right.
And it's not like your traditional college. You can write a letter as to why you want to attend this college. They'll review that application. Because this school is set up for contractors and trades and people who want to be in an industry, and they're going to learn a different way. Yeah. And you have that same opportunity. Even if you're incarcerated, you have an opportunity to go to
that's
school.
right. That's correct. Yes.
Now I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah, and also no, Stonepile is an incredible college, and we started it about 3 years ago. We offer an associate's degree in construction, a bachelor's degree in construction leadership, and a master's degree in prefab, modular, and off-site construction. So it's the only master's program that I know of that's really working. We've got incredible students from around the country and around the world, and they're all sharing their different situation in the modular business, the prefab business.
Sure.
And so we're learning quite a bit. The we've got 150 students right now. All of my students have jobs instantly. Like if they come within 1 month, they have a job. I get a call every week from GC companies, we want to hire your students. I got a call last week from a company and they said, we would like to hire 100 of your students. And I said, I don't have 100, I don't have one. I don't have one available right now. So incredible program, it's going really well. Met with the governor of Tennessee a couple times, got his full support, his staff has been behind us. Met with the Department of Corrections in Tennessee, and so we are looking to try to set this up in the Department of Corrections. Met with the Department of Labor of Tennessee. They're working with us to get some grant money for underprivileged people.
Listen, second chance programs are important. Not everybody's a bad person. They may have made a mistake, but when they come out, there's work that we can use with them, and they can have a better path. And you're giving them that opportunity to do it. So, Gary, you guys have done so much. So you got Base 4. So
that's right.
You've been big in the offsite, modular space, panelized space, commercial, residential, around the world.
Yeah, that's right.
With your engineering. So you know this space really well. What was the problem you were trying to solve with this? I hear the problem. Yeah. Well, you just said, we need more young. But is that what really dawned on you? There just wasn't enough people that understood it?
Back in 2018, I traveled around the country and I met with anybody that would meet with me. And I was trying to figure out, why does the cost of construction keep going up and the schedule just keep going out? What is going on?
Right.
And I met and talked to a lot of people, and I came back and two main things. One, the industry is completely fragmented, right? And it's a business problem as well. Not really a technology problem, but a business problem. But the other biggest problem was education.
Right.
When it comes to construction education, you can either get a certificate degree. I'm an HVAC guy, I'm an electrician, I'm a welder, or you can get a construction management degree, 4-year university degree, usually taught in the business or the architectural school. But anybody that does construction knows that there's a huge scope between CM and one certificate. And that's where the idea came. Let's teach that. How come I can get an associate's degree in communication, but I can't get an associate's degree in construction?
Right.
Doesn't make sense. And then we added the master's program because everybody every day was calling me and asking me to teach them about modular.
Right.
And that's not a 10-minute conversation, right?
Nope.
We've actually have 8 classes. There are 8 classes and a thesis. We're teaching every component, MEP connections and structural and modular and plumbing, HVAC, electrical, logistics, factory setup, all of that.
Right. So 150 students.
Yep.
Around the world. Is it all off-site or on-site?
All of our students it's all online. So it's all asynchronous, and so all of our students you can go on anytime you want.
Tell us about how the program is different, though, the way you teach.
So we use a 6 touch point learning system. There's no lectures, and so there's 6 different ways you learn. There's a lot of videos, a lot of YouTube videos.
Right.
There's a discussion board, and that's where the large class. Sorry. We have a discussion board, and that's where a lot of the learning happens.
Right.
We've got reading, we've got construction drawings, we've got code, and then we've got along with all that, we've got real life situations that are happening. We kind of present each one of those, and the students are learning very quickly.
It's all about education.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the technology that you're seeing, because we know the youth wants that technology.
Yeah.
Advanced methods of construction, modular, panelized, MMC, industrialized, whatever we call it.
Yeah.
It's all really the same stuff. We just use different terms. What are you seeing as far as what's getting the youth interested in our space?
So I think if you look at construction for the last several hundred years, the way that we've trained people between that certificate degree and the CM degree was using the mentor-mentee process.
Right.
Older person trains younger person. And the problem with that, it's the same process that the blacksmith used and the candlestick maker and the baker used hundreds of years. The problem is it's very slow. You have to live a life of a complete project for someone to learn this, this, and this.
Right.
All we've done is compress that down into 2 years.
Right.
And what is the youth, what are they looking for? They want to learn faster. They don't want to take 10 years to learn a career.
Right.
They want to learn it, they want to be taught practically. And the construction programs that we see in universities around the country are not teaching practically. There's still, the construction industry is still relying on that mentor-mentee model, and it doesn't work. And that, I think that the youth is frustrated with that in our industry. They're like, come on, if I can learn how to be a nurse or a doctor in 4 years, surely you could teach me how to do this in a couple years. And I think that's the biggest drive, is just that we live in the information age, and now you're expecting me to work for 7 years before I know anything? It's stupid.
It is stupid. You know, and I like the idea that you're using video, you're using YouTube. You're meeting them where they're at.
Yes.
Where they're already at. And I have to tell you, like the no lecture things, I was like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Right? But that's my mentality.
Yeah.
You put a spreadsheet in front of me, I turn into a possum, I roll over and I can't move. Right? That's kind of my world. So are you seeing a lot of growth now? How many applications are you starting to see roll in?
I mean, now we're starting to really pick up. We hired a VP, a Vice President of Enrollment. We've gotten through the accreditation process. That took a lot of time. We wrote 800 classes. Me and a team of 10 people. 800.
800, 10 of you?
Yeah, and in 2 years.
You have a system. It's a six-pronged approach.
We cranked through it.
Makes sense.
And so we're finally at a point, since we're fully authorized by the state of Tennessee and accredited and working on accreditation with the Department of Education, now we're going out and grabbing students.
Sure.
So I'm hoping that 150 by the end of the year will be 300, 400. And I'm hoping my goal in 5 years is to be over 2,000.
Yeah, no, there's no hope there. It's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, I think so. We have a lot of support from politicians. I mean, on our board of advisors, we've got men and women from Tesla, the former chairman of the ABC, Train, Mitsubishi, Mortensen Construction, Power Design. I mean, incredible companies have come together and said, hey, we're here to help you.
Cool. What haven't we talked about that you want to make sure everybody knows that either you do here at Stonepile, Base 4, or anything else?
I mean, the world of IC is so exciting. I still call it the race to the starting line.
Yeah.
Right? No one's got it figured out yet, but I mean, we're getting closer every day. And I think for anybody that watches your program, the master's program for prefab, modular, and offsite is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got guys that have been in the modular business 10 years, 20 years, took the program, and they're saying this is the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Because it's a think tank. We're all working together. And the stuff that we're coming up with is really cool.
Yeah, and in the beginning, I was on some of those think tank conversations, and the emails and the conversation happening. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So there you have it, everybody. Hopefully we'll get to meet Jody while we're here,
Yeah, she's not here. No, she's at home.
Right?
Yeah.
Make money, do good.
Yeah,
get money,
get money, do good. That's Jody's book.
Of the book. It is Jody's book, and it's all about how you can make money and help people and do the right thing with it. Gary Varmus, man,
Thank you,
appreciate it. Thank you for everything
you
you do and all the support with
Thank
us
you,
as
Dave.
well.
Thank you for your...